rocking Jam with Mick Foley. How you doing?
Everything is going pretty good.
So now I heard a rumor that you were on a wrestling team with Kevin James in high school, and he got hurt and you took his place. Is that true?
Yes, Kevin was a starting heavyweight. Both of us were really new at it, and when he went down with a back injury, I stepped in.
If Kevin never got hurt, do you think your wrestling career took off the way it did?
Well, yeah, I don't know. It may have, because what wrestling Kevin did for me was it gave me a bunch of confidence to think that I could hang in there with better athletes. He was a tough kid, Kevin, 300-pound bench presser, and I hung with him. And that was really good for my confidence, made me think I could tackle other things.
Now, how do you make the leap from high school wrestling and turning it into the career that you do?
Oh, well, the amateur background definitely helped. I don't think I could have wrestled had I not had that amateur background. I don't think it would have mattered if I was a starter or not, because I was getting in my reps every day at the board level wrestling room. But I think it was a great learning experience, and I don't think I could have gone to the pro wrestling without it.
Now, you're one of the few guys who have so many names in wrestling and have the fans love all your different characters.
Yes. A question or a statement?
Just a statement.
Yeah. I'm lucky that they do. I've got 3 times the number of Funko Pops, too, which is always a good thing.
Now, you have survived that famous fall through the steel cage, and I know you've told that story thousands of times, but was that an instance where you thought maybe you're going too far sometimes with the things you do in the ring?
I didn't think so at the time until I got up on top of the cell, and I was like, maybe I am going a little too far with some of these things. That was a scary night, but people remember it fondly.
Now, I've seen some of the crazy stuff you've done all over the world. What makes you want to put your body through that kind of stuff?
Well, I don't want to put my body through that stuff anymore. I was young and foolish. I retired for good. I mean, from full-time wrestling when I was only 34. So that was a long, long time ago.
And how did you feel when you had to go really extreme with some of those hardcore matches?
How do I feel about going extreme?
Yeah.
I knew what I signed up for, you know. When you sign up with IWA Japan, it's a given you're going to be in those things. ECW, the same thing. And I loved, I asked WWE to put me in the wild stuff. I like the wild stuff. Yeah.
Was there ever anything that you said no to and that it was just like way too dangerous?
Yeah, when I co-hosted the Jimmy Kimmel Show, they wanted one of their prop guys to hit me with a chair, and even though it was like kind of a stunt chair, the framing was all real. And I was like, "This guy ever swung a chair before?" They went, "No." I go, if he misses by 2 inches, he's gonna open me with the lip of the chair like a can of sardines. And I was like, no, I work with people who do this stuff. I'm not taking a chair shot and bleeding on the Jimmy Kimmel Show. Yeah, that was the only. There were a couple times I said no.
Now, how has all of this damage over the years taken on your body?
How is it? Well, I'm kind of achy when I wake up. But there are other people who are equally achy and didn't get to do the things that I did. So, for example, if you see someone working at a rice paddy in Southeast Asia, chances are they're going to be bent over from hours of agonizing labor, and they never got the fruits of that. So I'm not in quite as bad a shape as they are, and I got to see the world. I beat the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson twice. And now you're interviewing me 1 week short of my 60th birthday.
Who has it easier, a UFC star or a professional wrestler?
I don't know if any of them are easy. I mean, the travel's more difficult when you're, a pro wrestler. But probably the training is really, really arduous, and you have to be incredibly good to even get into UFC, let alone try to.
I mean, what I'm trying to say is that a UFC guy has maybe 2, sometimes 3 fights a year, but a wrestler is doing it way more times.
Right. Oh yeah, I know what you're saying. And so in that respect, like I said, the traveling and the wear and tear from matches is really tough. Ken Shamrock would be the first person to tell you got hurt more often doing pro wrestling than he did UFC. But I'm willing to bet if I were to join the UFC, I'd get pretty badly hurt pretty quick. So I'm better off sitting behind the table. Look, we got a massive line building up here. So one last question.
When things go wrong in the ring and someone hits someone too hard and they like land it by mistake, or maybe just people don't like each other, what do you guys do to keep yourself just from fighting in that ring again?
Well, you know, there's something known as a receipt. So if you feel like you've been dealt with unjustly by your opponent, you can feel free to treat him in like manner. It doesn't happen too often, but at least it's there. You know, it's one of the unwritten rules of professional wrestling. But we try to respect each other's bodies. We inflict pain, but hopefully not injury. That's the goal.
All right, well, thank you so much for being
Thank you. Have a nice day. Appreciate you. Gotta get bumping up. Boom. Thanks.